Several years ago, I was working at a technology startup company here in Boulder, Colorado, and I was getting ready to lead a new workshop that I hadn't done before. And so I was practicing with my team. And I remember sitting there with about 7 other teammates around me, and I was stressed out. I wasn't sure how it was going to come together. I was feeling, honestly, a bit like an imposter. And there came a point where one of my colleagues, this young woman on the team, made a joke to try to lighten the energy in the space. And I snapped at her. I was like, this is not the time to joke. We're trying to get this work done. And you could hear a pin drop, and everybody was looking around and not sure what to do. And it was only after the meeting that I managed to apologize, and just told her that that's not who I want to be. And I realized afterwards that I was so stressed out. I was moving so quickly. My chest was so tight. My heart was racing. I just felt paralyzed. And I realized that I needed to take more responsibility for my emotional experience in the moment, that my emotional intelligence was really low, and that was having impacts on the people around me. And so I have started taking steps to recognize what I'm feeling in the moment. Just be like, oh, I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling angry, or I'm feeling afraid right now. And to be able to notice that in myself, name it if it's appropriate, and work with those emotions instead of just shutting them down and pushing them in until I explode and yell at someone. So I've done a lot of learning around emotional intelligence, and I thought I was pretty aware, but I keep having these experiences that remind me I got a lot more to learn. It's not always easy to be aware of my emotional experience in the moment, but I find that the first step for me is just to slow down, take a few breaths, and just get curious, especially if I'm noticing that I'm feeling irritated or disengaged. That's a good indication that there's something else beneath the surface. And so now when that happens, I try to slow down enough to just be with whatever's there, not to judge it, not to fix it, not to change it, solve it, but just to notice it and try to be responsible about how I'm showing up. So I invite you to share some of what you're learning around emotional intelligence.